All right. We are live. Be gaming. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to see how this is gonna go, aren't we? That's for sure. I was looking. Did I do everything? I think I... Yeah, I did the important stuff, I think. Methinks. If I'm not mistaken. It's Ruin time, it sure is. It's Impurity Day, where we get to start Impurity. Rough plan is probably going to be both Hana's and then Blue Star, and probably save the Zealot realizations for next stream? We'll see how I'm feeling, right? Who knows? Maybe I'll do, like... I don't know. Definitely not going to do Being Realization. Maybe if I'm feeling after, I'll do Hawk Realization. I wouldn't count on it, though. Might be a shorter stream, you know, that sort of thing, but we'll do both Hana's, we'll do Blue Star, and that should take a decent bit of time. Hello. We're gonna see how this goes. I did remember to redo the Yawn fight, so I've got books of Yawn. I do believe I've got, like... Yeah, I've got 2 Yawn, I've got 2 Zhao, and I've got 2 Purple Tier. So we have at least 2 attempts on Hana. Celebration Roja, yeah. They're gonna be cool. Like, the unfortunate thing is there's really not, like, a great place. Like, the best place to try out, like, Deviat Rodion... Like, there's not even a good place to test out, really, right? Chain battles are so infrequent, and, like, the best example of a chain battle, like, right now would probably be Railway 4. But in Railway 4, you're just, like... I don't know. Yeah, Railway 4 is about it. Technically, you know... Myrtle Warp Express has chain battles as well, but, you know, that's only on, like, a certain, like, floor and that sort of thing. I mean, Mirror Dungeon, it's fine, right? Like, we don't need to think about the chain battle part of things. Just think of a big damage dealer leaves the battle once the damage becomes too much. Maybe I won't even have him. We'll need to see the numbers. You have to use everyone in Railway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably shouldn't lose the Hana one. Hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, Warp Express is probably the best that you try to the fullest, but still annoying, yeah. I mean, like, maybe if you get, like, squad wiped in Violet Noon, right? Then you can benefit from it. Well, Burgess event is going to end, but you can still get, like, the floor pack, right? It's not going to be too hard. Once again, it really depends on which... I don't know what floor I'm going to use. Like, I've been trying to, you know, think what would be, you know, a good choice. I'm not fully sure. There's some decent options, I know, but, I don't know. God. Isn't that still unattributed Walter? I think I gave him a generic Night Owl. Yeah, I gave him a generic Night Owl. We'll see. Maybe I'll revamp the Walter kit at some point, right? Maybe. Could go hard. Speaking of, like, blockchains go, I still haven't actually built Purple Tier. I probably should. Night Owl with a comp prepped up? No, just like a generic Night Owl. I gave him something. I don't have the funny combat prep deck attributed to anyone currently. That might change though, right? I do need to build Purple Tier. I'm not sure what's like the best way to build a purple tier, but I'm a big fan of the Grace of the Prescript bit. Grace of the Prescript, and I mean... Like Walter for your shields? I don't know. Is that a smart move? Maybe. I mean, it depends. I guess if I'm going to be doing Blockma, I should probably focus on the Blockma thing primarily. The Night Elves won't ever show up in Limbus. Yeah, they're probably pretty dead. The gimmick was funny. I really like their whole, like, the whole bit, like, the Alan Page has of just being able to, like, just delete defensive dice. Like, that's pretty funny. Gotta say. So which one is it? That'll work cool. Because actually is so actively bad. I love it. Yeah. I like it. I like the idea of like imagine it like working in like Limbus. We get an Allen type thing, and like its entire bid is it deals like additional damage through to like shield, or like maybe it like attacked through shield or something. Probably would break several fights, depending on how it works, but I don't know. It was cool. LCCV Roja. No, LCCV Roja is nothing like that. LCCV Roja is like, I mean like a unit that actively like can just work around like shield. I don't mean guards. I mean like shield as a mechanic, right? I mean like you fight like when you're fighting Centipede, when it gets that big shield thing, you can just like Alan can just like deal damage to its HP instead of dealing damage to the shield or something. I don't know. I think that could be a funny gimmick depending on how it worked for certain things. It would be pretty bad for some fights, of course. Like, you know, troll. Like, imagine like having like an Allen identity and just being unable to break Queequeg's shield because, well, you damage through shields. Yeah. I don't know, I think I think it's a cool idea. Maybe. Will I die for using it? Maybe. Where do I even have... Oh, I've got it here. Yeah, that's right. I think it's funny. It might kill me at some point. If it does, like, it's probably deserved, though. Maybe. So what am I doing here? Oh, yes, that's right. I'm building my, Blockma. God. I'm not sure what's the best way to go about building this. I had, like, a Blockman build I used for, like, a while. Don't remember exactly what I did. I've got vague ideas, though. I've got ideas. Prompt F. Ooh, true. Still on the stream start screen. Yeah, I know. It's intentional. I'm doing this off screen. While we, you know, wait for people to, like, come in and stuff. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Oh, I built Blockmon Slash. No. That is not correct. Yeah, I'll stop pressing buttons and stuff until we actually start the stream properly. Just doing some, you know, prep stuff I should have done beforehand right now, yeah. As I do frequently. It's where, like, the illusion breaks that I just play this. You put a baby sensory video to catch the viewers' attentions. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I've got just the thing.
Limbus Company.
Oh god, it's super loud. Okay. There we go. Look at this. Wow. Did you look at that? I can't actually hear it, but you guys can watch this to keep you guys interested while I, you know, do my taxes or something. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, clearly. Wow, look at that. Wow, and we're getting this in 3 hours time. Isn't that so cool? Look at that. Yeah, she's got, you know, all sorts of gadgets and doodads. And she doesn't even have a gloom skill. I think that's probably, like, the worst part about the entire thing, is that, like... I wish she had a gloom skill. Then she'd be, like, even... Like, if her skill there was a gloom or something, I don't... Like, it would be so much better for AADD shenanigans, right? I guess AADD is no longer Craiger's best ego in that slot anyways, because you're going to be wanting to run Solemn Lament usually, but, like, still, AADD is so fun for Rupture. Here, the addition really would be pretty good for the Walpurgis 6 stats effects thingy. It would be, but unfortunately, it ends at the Walpurgis ends at the exact same time that we get those ideas. Yeah, Walpurgis is ending an hour. I guess if anyone still needs to do their Walpurgis pulls and stuff, keep in mind you only have an hour to do anything left for that. So if you want to do some last minute gambling, better get to it. Eddie Greg's also kind of a meme, regardless until we get a Rupture getting his trash. That's true, but also, he doesn't need a Rupture ID if he's only ever going to be spamming ADD, right? That's his purpose. He spams ADD. Dear God. So that's fine with ADD too. Somewhat. It depends. I don't know, Solomon is very funny though, that's for sure. But, like, God, imagine the universe where we could have both of his he's at the same time. Like, imagine being able to set up Spark Discharge and then Solemn Lament to just attack an enemy 8 times without reducing Rupture count with a single leak. Like, it would be so beautiful. Shame they're in the same slot. That's fine. Sometimes that's how it goes. Yeah, I'm excited for Devi. Even with, you know, Devi at Rodion's apparent flaws, like, the numbers are going to matter a lot. Like, we have to see how long it takes for her to start taking self-damage. I do really like the fact that it's an ID that's got a lot of self-damage, because I really feel like we haven't had enough self-destructive IDs. Like, the only ID that, like, actively is going to, like, reasonably kill itself is, like, the charge IDs maybe. It's really usually not that big of a deal, because, I mean, they only lose 8. I mean, it depends. Ryoshu, like, I guess quite a fair bit of them you do still benefit decently from spending HP for. Usually it's not too bad, though. Like, Heathcliff's the only idea I feel like who's actively, like, almost killed himself several times I've tried to use him. Because of the self-damage from his skill 3, whenever you're trying to run, like, a lot. Rupture also kind of lacks a solid 6 member. Yeah. First says Dream's cool, but Sympathies are all like warm colors. Yeah, what's your Sympathies? Does Enclair and Suncliff Corrosion count? Well, that's not self-destructive, right? That's ally-destructive. I mean, technically Suncliff Corrosion, if it's like ADD, then yeah, it's self-destructive, but like, I'm saying something separate from like Mind Whip shenanigans, right? I'm talking about things that are actively going to like kill the user. Because like, obviously Corrosion's a thing that like anyone can do, really. Okay. As far as what floor I'm going to use, might just spin the wheel, right? That sort of thing. Like, Natsuck's floor is, like, his floor is still really not great, that's for sure. But, like, there's a couple actual pages here now. I'm pretty sure this deck is awful, like, I don't know. I don't know how much this is actually gonna do. But we'll spin the wheel. I need to set up the wheel again, God. I really need to just actually, like, set up the wheel proper. We have a good backup floor, I hope. You're only given one floor for Hana. So, I mean, we can just pull up something random if we fail the first time, right? Let's see. Malkuth, Yasod, Hod, Netzach, Tiffereth, Kabura, Chesed. And then I just need to press this button. And you're pretty much being considered super come from one of the last receptions in the game, yeah. True. There we go. What floor are we going to use for this? I'm just going to spin the wheel now just so we can mentally prepare. What's it going to be? Chesed? Malkuth? Oh. I'm actually kind of thinking about going Chesed. Alright. Because we have tried Chesed a little bit. He hasn't actually succeeded at anything yet. That should work. That should work fairly well. Because he's got Esther, Ye, Chun, Rudolph, Kalos. Some pretty solid pages all around. Like, mostly gold pages. There's one Chun. Otherwise, you know, it seems like it should be a pretty solid floor to use. Was your successful shout attempt or the failed one? He was failed, I believe. Right? He might have been there for the... I think he might have been there for the successful one, was he? For the success... I feel like, was it... Did I use... I don't remember. I think I might have done, like... Was it... It might have been just... I don't know. He might have been the successful attempt for all I know. I think he was the failed attempt, though, and I switched to, like, Hot or something. Like, you saw it. You know, for it being, like, a couple days ago, I really should know better. But, oh well. Them's the breaks. We got 2 of these books, though. 2 of these books, 2 of these books. So, you know, we can afford to fail once if things go wrong. Like, I don't even think I've got any actual workshop. Okay. Oops, that's fine. I don't need to see the outline and know what I need to put in. I'm gaming. I trust that you've read the report in advance. Hana Association will officially be in full charge of the matters regarding the library from now on. To think that the library would become a star of the city and become the Hana's target. Your predictions were right, Director Marinette. Harold, you won't survive here for long if you can't figure this much. Your thoughts must be complicated right now, Olivier. Who could have known that my old friend would be found in the library after going missing? Love the Hana Association so much. Yeah, they're cool. It's just very, like, sleek looking, right? Just, like, the white, the gold trim, like, the black trigrams. Like, it's so good. Serious, yeah. It is very, I'm sure, like, actually existing here. Like, imagine having to work here. I mean, like, it's like N Corp, isn't it, right? The stupidly, like, bright white on, like, every single wall. At least, like, the view seems pretty cool. Like, it might just be a perspective thing, but the windows do seem like... Is the ceiling just really tall or the windows just really short? Like, that's a door. I mean, I think those are, like, they're kind of short windows for how close to the ground they are. Like, I feel like, head to height is, like, around here or something. And then, like, the roof is, like, twice as high as that. Like, there's so much unused space here. Either way, the architecture in this room, in particular, seems very odd. For the Section 3 meeting room. I don't know. Feels like a weird thing to be complaining about, but, like, if you ever, like, stop and look a lot of these Ruina backgrounds, you just get really confused. Yeah, the cross pillar things, like, oh god, because it's like, yeah, like it just comes out of the ground, like it's part of the wall. No, it's supposed to be blocking it. I think like I don't think it's actually in the wall. I think it's in front of the wall, like here-ish, right? And it's just in front of like the window. I don't know. Oh no, look at this. We can see this one better, and it seems to be part of the wall. Okay, and then it's like that. It's like yeah. It's not as bad as Hawkman Stairs. It's nowhere near as bad as Hawkman Stairs. That's good at least, but it's still a bit weird. Also, I'm curious, which of the three trigrams is this? Because there's one, just the fact that it's just one of the trigrams, like, super large. Or, did I say three? The four trigrams. I forgot one. Four trigrams. What's wrong with Hawkma Stairs? They look really weird. Okay, this is Re, which is fire. Interesting. I wonder if it's like one per like. I wonder if like some of the sections like focus on some of them more than others. I don't know. Kind of random theory. Yeah, it's probably four-sided though. There's the background, so focus on characters. Yeah, you don't really stop and look at the backgrounds usually, but you know, on this stream we really need to find anything and everything to stall over. So of course we're gonna go in depth in the background. You won't botch your job because of that, right? That's that. And this is this. It's what he used to say all the time. Good. We have one purpose. To thoroughly examine the relationship between the distortion phenomenon and the library. All conflicts are allowed in the process. The library is the star of the city that shines over us now. Like, it was funny because I remember when I was streaming Lob Corp, I was actively trying to like ignore chat when reading the story sections because I just wanted to like get through the story sections like relatively fast. And like for Ruina, because there's so much more story sections, I just gave up that premise entirely. Like if I just went like the entire story sections without reading chat, like it would just be 15 minutes of me just ignoring chat, right? Like there are still many ambiguous points in their connection. Someone's got to observe that causality, and that someone's us. The library continues to grow in strength, devouring pretty much anything and everything that enters. Never are the crystal weapons Hana uses. They're supposed to be like little they're like nanobots, right? I think that's what they're supposed to be. Like they're little robot-y type things that they like kind of like use as like a swarm and like weapons and sort of thing, I think. We don't know what they're from. Like there might be a singularity. I don't think any of the Hana like I don't remember, do any of the Hana books talk about them in particular? They might. I can pull that up real quick. Cause you know, we need to stall a little bit more. I've read too many lines of text. Like if we go to Hana, so you gotta find it. Donghua, no. We regularly use fire weapons. Could be anything. Let's see. See, generic Hana doesn't really talk about it. Mira doesn't talk about it. Does Harold talk about it? No. And I do not think Livia, yeah. Artbook might talk about it briefly. I don't know. I'm not gonna check. But yeah, they're weird weapons. They're pretty cool seeming, though. Because it's supposed to be like, oh, they're literally like wielding trigrams, right? So fierce it could consume our city at this rate. That's why we should figure out how the library functions as well. To start off, let's recap the current circumstances. The southern branch of the Liu Association seems to be reeling from the shock of losing its most prominent fixture of library. Its voice in the General Assembly was really small for a while. Then I suppose the southern branch of the Liu is being extremely passive at the moment, trying to avoid retaliation from the Thumb? Not exactly. The Thumb is suffering from the same problem. They lost their underboss to his station in L Corp's nest, as well as a number of competent capos, so it's likely that they got knocked out of this strife, too. Which means the only sizable threat remaining in L Corp's nest is... Yes, it's them. When the library unveiled itself as the fog surrounding L Corp's nest cleared away, the blue reverberation... No, the reverberation ensemble set up camp around it, preventing anyone else from approaching. And they're generating a concerning number of distortions from there. Who knows what they're up to in that base of theirs? The blue reverberation. Judging by his recent actions, he can no longer be considered a fixer. He's leading a dangerous syndicate, at least on the level of a star of the city. He's gone mad ever since he lost his sister. Not that I can't understand how he must have felt. The pianist left an indelible, twisted mark on the city that day. So, how is the workforce going to be distributed? For starters, us at Section 3 will be focusing on the library. The objective is to retrieve as many books as possible from the library itself, and secure distortions from the nest. And I'd like you to send an official request to all Grade 1 offices for chasing down the blue reverberation. Sections 1 and 2 have other things to do, I assume? You said Section 1 was dealing with the blue reverb, and Section 2 is after the 8 chefs, right? No longer fixed only feels interesting since it fixed office like Hook's that basically serves the paid syndicate. Yeah. I mean, Hookoff's entire bit is that they're special like that, right? Who knows, if they went up the ranks, like, or even further, they probably were, like, pushing it a little bit. If they pushed a little harder, they probably would have been considered a syndicate at that rate. They were probably just barely managing to be, you know, orderly enough to count as an office. And most offices don't bother to teeter that edge. You've got it. Furthermore, I received news that Section 1 was annihilated while pursuing the blue reverberation. They dispatched the Vermilion Cross, a color, to join the operation, too. Wonder what fixer qualifications are? I think you just need to not be a nuisance, right? I think that's general, that's like the vague idea, right? Like, it's obviously more specific than that, but like, as long as whatever group you're working for is like working, I don't know. It's really not an easy answer. Because obviously, like, fixer licenses are, like, they're managed by, or like Hana Association, right? So they've got some sort of criteria that I don't think is super specific. But, you know, I guess people who are, like, causing trouble are syndicates, while people who are maintaining quote-unquote order are fixers. In their own ways. Fixers are, like, for hire, usually. But you can hire syndicates for various things, too, from the sounds of it, right? So it really is, like, the kind of thing where it's a difference so small that it's probably not easily quantifiable beyond just vibes. That can't be. All of them are gone. Yep, Vermilion Cross is dead. Ha 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 ha. I can't fathom the strength the blue reverberation has. And Section 2 sent a report saying the 8 chefs have already disbanded. 7 of the chefs were found cooked when they arrived at the site, to be exact. The chefs were all mutilated badly. It was nigh impossible to recognize them. What about the last one? Gone missing. Did they betray their peers and cook them? That probably isn't the case. Well, what happened does appear to be something the 8 chefs would do. Their favorite type of table service was full-course meals, not a buffet. Based on this evidence, which suggests interference from outside, the Association HQ is considering to make an official announcement that the star has fallen. The prime question would be who is behind the dissolution of the 8 chefs. Could it be? Indeed. Section 2 speculates that the reverberation ensemble might be the culprit. As they do. So, like, I mean, this line makes it seem like the fact that, like, it was cause of Reverb Ensemble, like, and Reverb Ensemble's been in L Corp's nest for, like, the past, like, while at least. Like, were the 8 chefs also just chilling in Nestel? No one else has mentioned them being in Nestel. Or did they just, like, send, like, Greta, or Greta didn't do it. They did it on their own, right? Like, that's what they reveal later, right? Greta's like, no, they just did that themselves. But it seems like they didn't, so she might have just been lying? I don't know. But if they speculate Reverb Ensemble was behind it, then I guess they were they in L Corp's nest? Were the chefs just chilling here as well, not being mentioned by any other faction talking about all like the groups inhabiting the nest? Greta wouldn't lie. Reason Brown were in V Corp. Were they? I'm trying to remember. It's not the most of the time it isn't super specific. You know that she saw the pianist in person. Yeah, well, because that was I Corp, right? Pianist was in I Corp, I believe. V Corp was where Philip and like Dawn Office stuff was, and I think that's where Molar Office were from. I Corp is the one pianist. Specifically the back streets of that. Very interesting. We really don't know how far spread like the pianist stuff was, right? Like she might have been there, but like she might not still be there, right? Seems like you can travel from back streets to back streets sometimes easily, depending on the nest, right? Depending on the corpse, like laws, but like back streets to back streets is pretty easy to do. I don't know. It's not specified where most things take place exactly. Like you can probably assume that it's like around Elcorp. It's in like the south side of the city because all the associations we see are like the south sections. Other than that, like, and I guess you can pretty safely say that it's not U-Corp for a lot of things you've seen. Great V and W Corp's where cannibalism is normal. She might have been from there, but it's not the only place. Like W Corp's back streets are like the ones where it's super common, but it's not the only place by far, right? I don't know. The Blue Reaver might be plotting schemes beyond the Association's assumptions. Multiple incidents of abnormal scale happening across the southern quarter of the city. There have been worse events in the past, but the frequency and convolution of the situation is unprecedented. Also, something I've been like thinking about is like, how is the city broken up into the 4 quadrants, right? Because as far as we know, like south seems to like be like, I don't know, east seems super small, like from what we can tell, right? Since like south seems to be like D, J, K, L, V, U, T, all that seems to be within south, and that's like a decent chunk, right? I know, like the fact that like D and J especially are like south when they are like a decent chunk. I guess they're mostly south, right? I don't know, but it really seems like the east part is like super small, like maybe like 5 districts accounted as east. Chef in DD, but I don't recall what corp he was in. If it was in DD, it was probably in N Corp. Since that's where Moses' office is, I think for a lot of like the minor ones, like they don't go super far. I'm not fully sure how far they go for each case though, right? Because like they go to O Corp at one point for like the people with exploding heads, I think, but that's like adjacent. Where's the mermaids? It was either one of the two. I don't know. Do my frequent distortion detective reading at some point. Been a lot of random mentions of various like districts here and there, and because the thing is, most cutscenes we see in Runa, it doesn't specify where they are, so it could reasonably be anywhere. We could have seen someone like in U Corp and just not realized it for all we know, right? Like it is possible. It's super unlikely, don't get me wrong. I guess we don't know how like substantial like the land part of U Corp is, because there's a little bit, right? I don't know. Every association is a state of emergency, including ours. According to the 7 Association, the southern branch of Trace and Sank Association also suffered loss of important members due to distortions. Still haven't seen Trace Association. Yippee! Over there. The Blood Red Knight and Lure de Lou must have been responsible for those. Both of which had risen in 3rd level significantly, not to mention the Puppeteer. Moreover, yesterday's promises, apparently capable of teleportation with such ease that it puts W Corp's singularity to shame. None of those are powers that an individual should be allowed to possess. The distortion is defying what the city had stood for until now. It's changing the atmosphere of the city. It's funny how they give Harold like 3 lines and they wait till after that to put her up on the screen. His head doing nothing but despite that. They've been eerily quiet, or rather, higher-ups could be intentionally withholding information on the head's activity. Director Mirene, is it possible that we might take our hands off the library depending on the circumstances? No, we've been ordered to go to the library, in fact. In order to control the situation, we need unambiguous information of the powers of the library and its intentions. We have Section 4 to help us place a lockdown in Estelle. We can't let the distortions created by the reverberation ensemble leave the area. The powers that be determined that a Section 3 should be enough to take care of the library. Don't recall what the weird thing Harold was holding. It's her weapon, right? I'm pretty sure it's like part of her weapon thing. It's not the T-Corp device. The T-Corp device is separate. It's one of the... I'm pretty sure it's one of the, like, trigram thingies, right? One of the trigram nanobots. Whatever they're supposed to be, because I'm pretty sure she fights with it. If it doesn't work out, then that's the end of the line for us. It just means there's nothing more we can do about it. And if that happens, the library will mark its presence in the sky next to the other stars as one of the freest beings of the city. Also, as far as we know, I'm pretty sure Harold doesn't end up... I don't know if Harold is, like, informed about, like, the T-Corp shenanigan thing. Your weapon's arm trigram surprising. I think that's part of it, right? That might be, like the big trigram that, like, helps the other or something. I don't know. She's just holding it. While the Everman is working overnight, restrained to the office desk. Anyway, get ready to move, everybody. Director, can we talk for a moment after this meeting is over? Yeah, it seems like Harold, like, doesn't have any idea of the shenanigans. It seems like Olivier and me and I talk about it in private. To become the freest being in the city. It's not quite... Oh! Red circle, like, red arrow, bygone days Ishmael. Looks like your goal is almost within reach. That's right, I'm almost there. That makes it feel even less real. We've been through so many things. Now the Hana Association is coming here. You said the Hana Association is the largest among the Fixer Associations, right? Yep, like I said some time ago, the Hana Association is the institution that grants permits to offices and grades fixers. They also adjust the threat levels of incidents in real time and let everyone know. They're number 1. He was number 1. And the Hana Association sometimes takes matters in its own hands to strike down stars of the city. Just like now. You'll be seeing them often, since they'll keep sending people here as long as we're a star of the city in all likelihood. It is very interesting that Impurity seems to be, like... Because, like, Impurity seems to be something... I don't even know if Hana Association, like, themselves are aware of the existence of Impurity, right? I'm pretty sure, like, whenever Hana's sent after something, that's when it's been marked as an impurity, and then the head will go after it if Hana can't deal with it, right? That's what it's always seemed like to me. Because we know that Reaver Ensemble is also, like, an impurity, since they're kind of being... They know they're, like, they burst into the library because they know, like, the head is, like, close behind them, right? Or something like that. And Hana also went after them, right? So it seems like Impurity has, like, 2 steps to it, right? You're marked as Impurity. As far as the city knows, you're still a star of the city, but Hana's sent after you to try and take you down. If that doesn't work, then they send the Arbiters and the Claws and the Beholders and the like. Strange. What is? Nothing. We have important guests to greet, so just make sure to be prepared. Greetings, dear guests. Did you know? The library is visible from anywhere in Lob Corp's nest now. What do you mean? The mist that protects the library is almost gone. Which means it'll become possible to demolish the whole library from the outside soon. Impurity seems like the kind of thing Head classifies you into Hana. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Head classifies something as an impurity, then they send Hana after it, right? Because, like, Mirane there was calling it a star of the city. But it's likely the Hana Association only sent after things that had marks as an impurity. So you better start making backup plans. Here, let's shake hands. I'm Mirane, Director of Section 3 of the Hana Association, Southern Branch. This is my first time shaking hands with a guest. You've become a star of the city, which means you'll be seeing our association frequently from now on. Please don't fall too easily for us now. Go ahead and shake her hand, everyone. I am Harold, a fixer from Section 3 of Hana Association Southern Branch. Handshake thing is so funny, yeah. Angela's like, oh, a handshake? How novel. How quaint. And it's all a trick to kill her with 1,000 years of mental torture. Olivier, a fixer from Section 3 of the Hana South. I hope to be greeting you for a long time. Olivia, you can go back now, seeing as you met the owner of the library face to face. And every Hana fixer hand takes like 40 seconds total. Yeah. Oh yes, random Hana generic number A. Or number 1, number 2, number 3. Hana assistant generic number 4. Good to see you. You're looking good. Have you been working out lately? Ah ha ha. And just random banter like that. And then there's one of them that Angela just really hates for some reason. Like, oh, I don't like your vibes. I'm not giving you a handshake. That sort of thing. People at Section 2 are expecting you. Got it. What is the meaning of this? No need to be sensitive. I brought Olivier here so he could get a handshake from you. It's not suspicious at all. I'll see myself out then. You think we've come here with a carefree attitude? No need to worry about us underestimating you. We didn't come here without a countermeasure, you see. Yeah. Since you're a star of the city and we're fixed with the Hana Association, we should treat you with due respect. Harold, cut off your tongue. Prepare yourself. A star of the city is going down tonight. Not to be confused with a star of the city shall be gone or a star of the city shall fall. Other quotes that sound almost identical but are said by different people, being Zhao and Angelica, right? Understood. May you find your book in this place. Okay, well, we're using Chisette, of course. We've got this sort of thing. These guys shouldn't be too bad. It'll be nice to get their pages, of course. Hana's just super good to have a bunch. They've got Divinatory Impact, which is certainly one of those really interesting pages that, I don't know. It sure is something. They've got some other good stuff, you know, Forward March being, you know, just a decently rolling, you know, Zero Cost Light Restore. Brace Up, of course, you know, discard support finally. Godspeed, Funny Haste, funny thing. Protection to all allies next scene is nice. Celestial Spear is a page draw 3 cost. It's always solid. Yeah, Divinatory Impact, being a 5 cost, like, it's really not good. Impignation Gate, yeah, no, yeah. I think also we're gonna get, like, what is it, like, I think True Trigon Formation is limited to the named people. I think After Image is also limited to, like, Herald and Mirne and stuff. That's also a page that exists. I don't know. And really, like, this is only, like, really a 4 dice page, right? Because that evade at the end is only ever being used as a defensive thing. It's basically just a counter dice that only triggers after you play the page. Unless you're like so weakened, like something 5 dice goes after this, which will only happen if you like roll like really atrociously bad against like a Sweeper or Boris or something, which should never happen. It's not really as impressive as it might seem at first glance, right? It's still 4 dice, it's still solid. But for a 5 cost, it really doesn't... It's not worth it for a 5 cost. It's only a single target, right? Well, let's send it. We gotta see how well this goes. Cheesehead time. And yeah, they've got very good speed rolls. Actually, not really. They've got a couple high rolls, but actually it's some pretty bad speed rolls for the most part. Okay. I'm fine with that. I shall not complain. Just focus on our low rollers first and foremost, as you should. Good against mass tech, that is true, yeah. Only if summation. I mean, even if individual, like, if it's an individual with a lot of dice, like, it might do decently. Can't really think of any individuals that are, like, you really need more. I can't really think of any 4 dice individuals, of course. Like, it doesn't matter that much, but, like, it's decent for, like, one of those, right? I don't know. Unlock something homeless. Like, yeah, that'll work. We need to make sure we deal with the 7 and the 6, though. So I can't redirect those. And spoiler alert, we very much can deal with those. Nice Celestial Spear. I'll just unlock that. I'll accept my fate. I wouldn't redirect that 3. And here 4. Okay, cool. So Celestial Spear, forward march. Okay. Something like that should work. Cool. Luckily, none of them can, use it first turn. So we don't need to worry about that divinatory impact for a little bit. We can get courage, excellent. Give that to Cheesehead. Some of them might be doing it this turn, though. Okay, you're not. Okay, none of them actually are, but there's so many Celestial Spears. We can do very little against Celestial Spear. We just kind of need to accept it. Which happening or has happened. We're doing Hana 1. Nothing too major has happened yet. There's some rough speed rolls here, but that's fine. We got pretty good speed rolls this turn. As long as we can make sure we clash with some of these, we should be okay. Yeah, block it. Blue Star, we haven't done Blue Star yet. We'll do Blue Star after Hana 2, probably. Do plan on doing it today, though, so yeah. Hana means 1 in Korean, yeah. Oh, hi, hello, thank you for the $10 donation, Nute. I was gonna, cool. Hello to you. We're just chilling here. Nice, relaxing Chesed music as we, don't get Divinatory Impact yet. As a edition Pressure Chief, we're still in turn 2 of Hana 1. I'm glad nothing's changed. You know how it is. There's a little bit of stalling. Like, it's only... it took like half an hour to get through the story, right? Can't do castigation yet, of course. Darn. Would have been funny, though. I guess we'll just clash with the 7s first, I guess. Okay. Well, we can't do anything about those, so I think you're just gonna have to tank the Celestial Spear. That's fine. Okay, you're probably fine. Yeah, do confrontation. Maybe start unlocking. I don't know how big of a difference unlocking's gonna make, honestly. Don't think it's the biggest deal. Please don't get me wrong, unlocking is really good to do, but we'll be fine, I'm sure. It's not like the most necessary in a fight like this. Unlock is really nice in like realizations and long fights and the like. What else do I need to clash against? That Celestial Spear could be nice. Oh, that confrontation I actually probably really do want to clash against. Just that's gonna take some one-sided hits here and there, that's for sure. But not much we can do about that though. That's fine. We'll have you tank this Celestial Spear. Though we actually might... No, we can't Gale Kick unless we flow the sword at that. I'm fine just unlocking. That'll work. Well, it's good for longer fights, yeah. This fight probably won't be too long, I don't think. You used your mom's card by accident. Oh no. Shh. That's unfortunate. It's all good though. Okay, that's not. Well, if it's all good, then that should be fine then. They're gonna spend all their light usually. That's bad. I guess we just take Gleaning, give it to Chised. We're just gonna stack everything on Cheesehead. That's usually the play. You get Blade unlocked triggered here, though, so that's nice at least. Okay, well, you're gonna get hit by... Okay. Okay, Captain Fence is going to get Divinatory Impact no matter what we do. There's 2 7-speed Divinatory Impacts headed for his way. Unfortunately, you will be hit by at least one of these. Exhale Smoke should go fairly well. That's for sure. So that's nice at least. God, I don't like the protection they have. It's annoying. A little bit of Divinatory Impact never hurt anyone. I don't think. I mean, it has hurt people a lot, so it has hurt someone. Thinking about it, but if we're not counting the time when it did hurt someone, then it's never hurt anyone. They have 4 protection. Yeah, the one. What's the name? They're not doing it at all this turn. I forget the name of the page. The one that gives them all. They used 4 of the page that gives them protection next turn. I think I just Gale Kick the Divinatory Impact. You're already so low. Jeez. Like, at least you're dealing with Slash for just thinking you resist the worst. Like, God, that's... You know, not really the best start so far. You should really not get hit by that. I hate to... We should try and do something about that. With someone. We'll try rewinding the Celestial Spear. That should work wonders. World of Wonders. Welcome to the World of Wonders. Anything scary? Not particularly. We're gonna need to clash against Divinatory Impact with something? Do I gamble? I mean, with how much like power and stuff you have right now, well, the pre-skip should go decently. Maybe. I guess the first thing is defensive, so like that part's not really going to be doing the greatest, but you know, that's fine. So we can't clash that one, but we want to clash Brace Up and this Forward March. Okay, well, we can do that without too much hassle. And then you just got to go for like a one-side like unlock or something. You have Blade unlock this turn at least, so that's nice. Confrontation, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Niangalia is almost dead. Probably will die. So that's not great. Niangalia might have been clashing something else. If so, that's really not good. Okay, nice. Germa doing some good old dodging. Okay. Chised's, you know, having a little bit of a rough time. Niangalia sure is dead. I think that means we do get to the next emotion level now, so we do gain a mass attack now. So that's pretty awesome. I might just take the healing on, like, someone, on, like, Captain Fence or someone. Healing could be really nice. Has 3 or more light, maybe. Home's pretty bad. I'm definitely not bothering with that. Do I want to get a bunch of healing? For someone? Maybe. Like, how much is Warheart going to do for us? Only if we don't spend a lot of light. Don't really think I've got any decks on this floor really well built to not spend all their light. I think I'm just going to do this, yeah. And I guess we False Throne here. Mass attacks on this floor really are not great. I mean, we can False Throne. If we do this, this is the only thing you can do this turn. That's not great. Really don't want you getting staggered, though. Does this work on mass attacks? It doesn't, right? I had a feeling. No more cheese music. We just gotta turn the fight around. That'll be easy enough. We just need to not throw too hard. One of their end people is staggered. We aren't getting Divinatory impacted at all. They don't have, like, any protection this scene, so, you know, things aren't going poorly for us, per se. Not going great for us, per se, either, but, you know. Certainly checks out. Might actually do this instead of someone else deal with the unyielding strikes. Have Germa deal with it. Yeah, that should work. We could try mind whipping someone. Is there a augury kick going on right now? There isn't. Okay, maybe we save the mind whip then. Not the worst idea. But then what? Do we, like, energy conversion this? I guess it might work. Not throw too hard. I never throw. What do you mean? I always take this very seriously. Okay, well, we could clash that, maybe. We shouldn't clash it, though, I think. I think we should just let you get some one-sides off, steal some stagger. That sort of thing. Might be nice. Oh yeah, right, you can only use 0 costs. I forgot you're spending all your light. Well, that's fine. We can get some 0 costs off then. Concentration, do we multi-slash it? I think we do. Okay, well, we've got a pretty weak mass tech going on here. I mean, it's pretty solid because we've got strength and stuff on Cheesehead, right? Does your guys even have augury kick? I think they do. They've been using it, right? That's the one they've been using, right? That's the single one. Only what is happening. Then whatever the one I'm thinking of is. I'm getting it mixed up with another card, I think. Whatever the one is that's like the high single dice that these guys have. They were spamming it on me earlier, and I just kind of had to live with it, so... They've got something that's similar to augury kick. That has a different name, and I'm just blanking on the name, I think. Celestial Spear, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah. Yeah. Knew it was, you know, something. Yeah, we're chilling now, We just need to not have anyone, like, die horribly. And, you know, look at this, Nyangeli is back. And good as new. We're gonna have him clash everything and explode. Actually, we don't want him to clash because we don't actually want him to, like, gain emotional. But you're on murder duty then. Chop chop, murder duty for you. Man, but I just did murder duty yesterday. You're really making me do it again? Yes. Yes. Okay, well, do we gamble with you? Gamble your stagger bar? We could a little bit, right? Probably like a binding chain and a Godspeed probably will go fairly well. If I had to guess. Need to clash some things, shouldn't be too bad. You got nothing. Okay, that's fine. It happens. So we need to redirect those two, and I think that's it, yeah. Well, we can just ignore that one and maybe shoot that person instead. I like the idea of that. Yeah, look at that. How heartwarming. Heartwarming, we shoot this person to death. Actually, we don't need you to clash anything for shooting this person. We can just have you Oblivion, right? Oh, you don't have the light for it. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Forgot that would be an issue. Well, that's fine, then. You'll get your light, I think. Send this, sure, it's probably good enough. False Throne versus Wild Hunt. They're both very bad, yeah. I'm really funny, you might have a lot of cards and you really have 7 ammos and 1 real card, yeah. Which is why I think the best plan is to do a thumb build with Impugnatia. There we go. Now what is it? What's the, like, I think Sakura's the one I'm thinking of, right? Final Stroke Sakura? Or not, no, not Final Stroke. I thumb Sakura, right? Honestly, probably will work, like, would, like, work decently. We'll have you heal up here. Like, Sakura is really bad, so, like, it wouldn't work that well. But, like, Sakura, I think, is power based on number of cards that are being discarded. Just run, what am I saying? Just run the, like, the Sayo page at that point, whatever it's called. I don't remember the name of, like, anything. This isn't, like, a new development or anything. I've always known I know, like, the names of basically nothing. Just kind of calling myself out for once. Fair, you have not really heard Cheese music? Yeah. Fair enough, I like Cheesehead music a lot. You might get Divinatory impacted. Sakura doesn't even get power, gets maximum. We love Hanafuda so much. That's like some classic Hanafuda stuff. Incredibly bad. I'm just one-setting a bunch. I might be throwing, I don't know. Yeah, that person didn't quite die. Oh, that person... Now the person's dead, cool. When we do funny 4 Distorted Blade in 1 turn... I think I need to cook a little bit harder on that one, simply because I don't even know if it physically would work. Even if we get a kill here, do we still get the healing from the thingy? We do, okay, cool. I wasn't fully sure. I don't think I've ever actually used the cocoon before. Floating Incision, yeah. Okay, with these guys, though, yeah. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Here's the Augury Kick. Yeah, Augury Kick's the strength one, that's right. Yeah, that one's really strong, especially with, you know, the Hana Brawl. True Trigram Formation, very funny. And then mix up the rated self-food page in Hanafuda. Page and then waiting for She-Week to blend his gold page. So, Jiang's office as a whole, really confusing, because when they released Jiang's office, Jiang's office originally was a 5-enemy fight in Urban Plague. Like, I'm not sure what they were doing there. And, like, the grunts were limited, like, Hanafuda, it's himself, I don't even know, himself? It's hard to tell with Generous Seven especially. Hello, Gregor. Big yawn. Being an object art, like, it doesn't make sense. It especially feels like Project Moon, like, we're just doing something random for the Gen receptions. Is it 5 guest reception? Yeah. There was 5 enemies, despite being at the point in the game where when you're fighting Hanafuda, chances are you'd only have like 3 people. Maybe you got a 4-person. I mean, you would have, maybe. It depends on when you do it, I guess, right? Since Gen receptions are weird, but like still, like it's really incredible. She's not unlocked. It is turn 1. I'm trying, okay? I'm doing my best. Let's see, we're gonna false throne with someone. And I actually think it's bad for us. Like, these guys resist, I guess, oh no, only Herald resists blunt physical. But the generics resist blunt stagger. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Has anything seen within its 4 in Tomari? Yeah. You're given 4 in, like, Tomari and also Wedge. But the thing is, you can do Hanafuda, like, first row, right? Because it just requires generic stuff. False throne in turn 1, why? Damage. That's all I got. I like dealing damage. I also like eating rocks, though, so I don't know how much you can trust my opinions. Tasty. We actually consider deep dragging like an Augury Kick or something. Maybe we save that then. We can exhale smoke immediately to get some good stuff going. If we fight this fight normally, we also get more like emotion, or we get more books, so that's nice. Do you mean it's all the actual pebbles? I love eating rocks. They're very tasty. Quite the delicacy. Who's only clashing once? Oh right, I forgot we're short. I forgot we're down a person. I'm like, everyone should be clashing twice here. What am I missing? No, Neon Gallia died. Yeah, that would do it. She's, you can get away with it, probably. Throw some random stuff out here and there, probably on the weaker guys. Soulstone work with full stop passives? That's a good question. I don't know, does it count as turn 1? I wouldn't think so. But knowing PM Jank, it's possible. Like, could you also get, like, the 3 protection everyone from Salvador? Like, can you get... I mean, that's act start, though. If it's act start, it's probably not first turn, right? I'm pretty sure that's the specific wording they use for full stop in Salvador and that sort of thing. So if it's not the first turn of the act, it probably doesn't count, if I had to guess. Hi, Gregor. He's laying on my foot. Good boy. Okay, Binding Chains isn't doing enough. Okay, it's doing enough. Cool. Fence gaming, true. Yeah, Fence was in the cocoon last act. You gave your cat an egg today. That's pretty awesome. My grandparents have like a big dog that they spoil by cooking her an egg for breakfast every morning. It's very cute, that's for sure, but funny too. What does this even do? Cancel 2 random complicated targets. I don't care. Do we just take Road Walk together and then throw it on like the most likely to die, I guess? Sure. We can get Faded Memory. All the mass techs in this floor suck. Has Gregor ever had an egg? I haven't given him a full... Like, I've given him, like, a little bit. Sometimes I make scrambled eggs. I'll give him a little bit. God, that's... did I just take Powder of Life? Sure. It's the safe option. Maybe I shouldn't bother. I don't even know if I want to mass attack, right? Maybe I just take Harvest. Beat an Augury kick with it, right? Divinatory Impact. Okay. The Celestial Spear, that's close enough. Can't actually redirect it. We can't do... I've been trying to get Deep Drag to work by actually clashing something that, like, it would be good against, and, I haven't really been getting too lucky on that front. Sure, try that out. You're getting Celestial Speared? Yeah, well, this is where Harvest comes in. Yeah, cool. Very useful. We can, like, Frost Ammunition to name people here, though. That's actually probably a pretty solid play. Just remember, redirect that one, because we don't actually want you to be the one clashing there. We can just, like, Smoking Pipe instead. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you'll unlock really quickly, so that's nice. What else is scary that we need to deal with? You need to will Prescript the Divinatory Impact. Cool. Otherwise, a lot of fairly weak things going on here, that's for sure. You gotta clash some random things, yeah. You've got some random things to use, though, so that's good. I'm not clashing that yet. We can... Actually, we should probably clash that with something actually usable. Anything random that's like a decent thing being one-sided? Not really. I guess we just, like, unlock it then. That's fine. This is theme 3. This is theme 3. We're max emotion level. Actually, we could have you Faded Memories. Yeah, sure. I'll just pop it. Might as well. How's your favorite chain smoker doing? Good. Has been, you know... I mean, made ample use of the cocoon, right? You know, been chill on that front, right? Fences, you know, classic cocoon. That one's almost dead. That's pretty awesome. Okay, there we go. Blade unlock sound. It got cut in half, as it frequently does, because, you know, classic Project Moon sound moment. Oh, you didn't even get the 4th dice off. Nice. Okay, generic dead. Cool. Miranai did... Did I not clash Mir... How did Miranai not get emotion level 1 first turn? I didn't even notice that. Okay. What does Cocoon mean again? It's the, like, the Oblivion thing, right? You, like, just hang out in Cocoon for a turn. And then you heal up or whatever is going on there. I don't know. Yeah, like, here it is. We could have you do it for the fun of it. There we go, you've been cocooned. And now you get to just chill. Unfortunate, because this is the turn where we probably actually could have gotten Deep Drag to work. Because there sure was a... You might have been able to... I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Words. Hard. Incastigation it, actually. Never mind, we don't have to speak. We're never going to be able to do anything good against the Celestial Spear Augury Kick Gaming. Use False Stone to bring back Neon Gallery. Ugh. I can't. This has already happened before in the first Zhao attempt, right? You can't bring back people from previous acts. And also Neon Gallery was already brought back once. So Neon Gallery, unfortunately, doomed forever. Words are hard. They really are. Like, who invented words? Like, they deserve a stern talking to, I think. Well, Neon Gallery was in its Act 1, but also has already been revived, right? They got revived for a turn in first act, and you can only revive people that haven't been revived already. So, like, there's 2 things in the way of that, the Neon Gallery idea. Let's see, we can unlock that. Going better than Zhao, yeah. I'd say. How do you talk to them without words? I just go like cavemen used to do, right? When they'd just be like, Onga bunga. Like, you know, Yasod players do. Oh. Crazy Dave be like, Crazy Dave's honestly so real. Like, no one does it like he does. What is it? I don't know. Whatever he's doing, it's hard to say. When he go like, like, I really feel that. Germa's almost dead. Germa might actually have been clashing something else. I don't remember. Germa might just be dead. If so, a little unfortunate, but like that's fine, you know. Such is the will of the Germa. Sometimes Germa must die. There's like a Germa hive mind, I'm sure. Like you kill a Germa and then another one comes back. I mean, that's why we're at 985 of them now, right? Oh, we got Powder of Life that saved his life. Okay, I forgot about Powder of Life. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Getting true trigram formation, yeah. Double Augury kicked. Ooh, but we can finally deep drag it though. True Trigram's scary. Germa's just dead. Huh. That's unfortunate. You want to harvest this person? You can't, darn. Well, we're still going to have you, like, gun this person. Simply just because, I want them dead. That's all you can do as far as gunning goes, though, yeah. Well, you're on this person duty this turn. Like, Germa's dead, but I kind of want to clash it anyways. I mean, I'll clash forward March, because, I mean, might as well. The emotion level's important, right? Good stagger. Germa's been murdered. I hope this will work out swimmingly. That doesn't feel like a real line to me. I don't know. That feels weird. The vibes are off, I guess, right? That's all there is to it. Well, let's see. See, we are at Hana now? Yep. Going pretty well. I don't, like, this might not look like it's going pretty well to certain people, right? Like, I don't know if this, like, is screening pretty well, but, like, for my standards, like, this is pretty good. You're getting brutally murdered by this Divinatory Impact, but you can clash it a little bit. Focus fire, right? That's decent. You can try your best. You should not gun these. You can try multi-slash, I guess, right? One side gun. I guess, no, you can be gunning that down. Yeah, sure. That should go before focus fire, logically, probably. I guess we'll unlock just for safety. What's this? Brace up? Sure. Send it. Cool. Okay. That did not do nearly enough. That's okay. It happens. It was intentional. Like, we're emotion farming at this point, right? Like, we're intentionally letting our allies die. Kinda just want to kill them now, actually, yeah. I was considering leaning into the joke more, but, like, God, is this not annoying? Okay, luckily, Gisette can just freely one-side as much as he wants right now. That's pretty awesome. So you're on murder job. Exhale smoke, cool. Smoking pipe that, maybe? Smoke below that, maybe? And then unlock the forward... Okay, cool. This looks good. Should actually be doing pretty good damage here, simply because smoke funny. You take a little bit of damage. I didn't even look at what trigram she's in, because I don't really pay that much attention. False throw value. Ooh, true. You might be cooking with that. Yeah, Fet's taking a little bit of damage here. That's alright. It happens. That dodge is annoying, but that's fine. Fence isn't dead yet, right? These are both emotional level 5, so I'm fine just murdering them in cold blood. That sort of thing. They're probably doing bad on, like, and yeah, they're doing bad on light now. These guys are, like, this is, like, the last non-shimmering fight in the game, basically. No, I think there's others that technically aren't shimmering. But this is, like, the last normal person fight in the game, so... Yeah, unfortunately for us, courage is really not, you know, great. It's currently net neutral, which is fine. Do the funny, the false throne. I don't have enough light to false throne. It's a 7 cost. I think in the shimmering, yeah. But I'm pretty sure, like, all her... I feel like it's usually not that big of a deal. I think it's funny, because she's got that 13, like... She's got, like, that 13 cost passive for some reason, just... Not that you can ever get it, but they made it 13 cost specifically, so that even if you could get it, you couldn't use it, right? That sort of funny bit. Okay, well, we need to just simply not throw now. Unyielding Strike, we can deep drag that. Why don't you have the light? I don't want the light. I don't need the light. I'm better than the light. Who needs light when you can have, I don't know, something else, I guess. Do one of those, do a little bit of this, maybe? Sure, Somber Procuration, that one. We're gonna, like, multi-slash use. We're gonna multi-slash use. Hey, I'm walking here. Deep drag just decently, then, funny triggers, that's fine. She said it's almost, oh god. Oh no. A little bit worried, actually, thinking about, we've got... Okay. This should stagger. I'm pretty sure. Then we get True Dragon Formation and died. Okay. Do we think Faded Memories can do the job here? No? Probably not. Yeah, you're probably right. Well. You've got 14 stagger. Like, that's not a lot. You're at 5. They're pretty close to staggering. I think this is fine. I think we pull through these. I think we win these. Maybe. Okay, neither of them got staggered. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's a stagger, though? Okay, the funny thing trigger is we live these? You gotta be kidding me? Okay, okay. We're not dead yet. We need to win against this brace up, though. Okay, that's fine. It's actually fairly fine, hopefully. Like, you're going for some weak stuff. And then we just gotta, like, class and respect unlock you? Ugh. That's not good. I didn't kill either of them. I should have castigationed that. I didn't factor in the 6 strength. Okay. We could just we get Hana books now, so that's nice. Okay. Let's speedrun this. I basically won those, right? I basically won that. So like we're just gonna do like a quick mirror, a quick run back, I accidentally right clicked. Quick run back. Okay, we're gonna speed through this though. Okay, we can't clutch everything first turn already. That's a good start. Good start. Okay. Those are the 2s. I mean, those are easy enough. We can immediately Savage Mode. I've never used Savage Mode before. Let's just send it, I guess, right? Like, there doesn't seem to be that big of a reason not to. Like, sure, it's no longer ranged pages, but, like, +1 permanent dice power is nice. It's pretty swell. We're getting one-sided if we do this. I think we're getting one-sided, like, no matter what here. Because, like, obviously... Actually, there's no reason to clash that. Okay, we'll take this one, then. Sure. Dimensional Rift that. Then we'll, like, leap one-sidedly. Oh, no, we clash that with leap. Okay, cool. Then you can clash like this. You can clash this, and then we're just not clashing against one of these left spheres. Okay, cool. Should be good. Wins these, probably. Nice. That was a discount. You take some damage, that's fine. Celestial Spears, we like block when possible, but we just kind of got to accept that we're taking a bunch of damage. Because I think, especially like this floor, I don't think there's anything that can deal with Celestial Spear other than like Gabura shenanigans, right? Yeah, we're winning some solid clashes right now. Savage Mode, we do get a little hit with that. Now you know. Super Weatherby's gone Savage. Take that for Gabura, of course. Okay, you're Savage now. You've got Feral Knives. You can only use that high charge. Yeah, that's the bit. And these are all melee now, yeah. Default type range. Okay. I was like, wait a second, is this ruin? Does Savage Mode ruin the ammo stuff? But no. It specifies comp page whose default type is ranged, don't access and use. So this one's default is ranged, so it shouldn't actually be single use, assuming I'm understanding this correctly. Which I might be. You can clash a lot with that. Actually, there's not too much we can redirect, honestly. We can go for like a concentrated fire for that one, and then like a quick suppression, something else. God, there's so little we can redirect this turn. Yeah, let's just see what we can clash first and foremost, because it seems like it might not be a lot. Okay, that's fine. We can pop that. We can like repressed flesh, like the unyielding strike, sure. My range to melee is a weird effect. It really is. Very odd. That works. Let's see, the 3, we can definitely redirect that, of course. The 8, we can... I mean, I don't know if I want to redirect that. I could, like, onrush one of them. I don't know if that's worth it, though. Actually, it's probably smarter to just focus Spirit it, right? Because I get the strength next turn. I can just, like, spear this confrontation or something. Yeah, cool. You're getting hit by this confrontation. That's fine. They're going to just do amount of strength next scene once again, as they love to do. And we can't redirect either of those. Yeah, you're taking a fair bit of one-side damage if we do it like this, though. But I think it's going to happen no matter what. We could actually spear that. What was I ignoring? Oh, yeah, then, okay. That actually works better. And this is a one-sided. That's fine. Bottom left, yeah. Nothing we can do about that. We'll send it. Nice. You're taking a little bit of damage. You're kind of close to being staggered, but that's fine. Do we do enough damage there? I don't think so. That's fine. The discounts aren't, like, the biggest deal, and, like, especially when it's not a long fight. Like, it won't help you that much. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen, like, the Savage Mode symbol before. That's interesting. Genuinely have never used or seen someone use Savage Mode before. So, you know, that's cool. That to Gabura. Dude, does this spend charge, or is it... Okay, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, right, this is the one that has the funny deal more damage against the manually selected target. Very funny effect, that's for sure. It's annoying because whenever the enemy uses it, you really can't tell who the manually selected target is, but, you know, that's fine. We can attempt to Flashing Strikes this. It's not a very great chance, but, you know, it's a 6-speed dice, so, you know, it's... something... I guess. Forming Storm. Definitely don't want to, but I could. Do we counter this? I can take Roll of the Wolf. Maybe I should have taken Roll of the Wolf. That's fine. Everyone's using Myongist. Yeah. I've always used Myongist in the past, but no, my ways. I've changed my ways. I've been reformed. Not because I not because I like dislike Myongist or anything, just because I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit, and sometimes, you know, that's what it entails. Right. Steel Knuckles that, sure, and we can just like one-sided gig someone randomly. Like, do I just try and counter that? Like, because the counter's not going to be great. We don't have like a bunch of things, because it's a 4 to 8, we've got a +3, so it's like a 5 to 11. It could work. It's probably better than actively clashing that, maybe. Rating dull is inventory impact anyways. I think using Gabura is a challenge. Using Gabura without Myongist is a challenge. It's like a test of like your own Actually, I can just do this and then destroy that Divinatory. Yeah, I'll do that. Don't really want to deal with that. It works well enough. Cool. Whereas if your vertical just deletes like a different combat page the person has, so it should delete that Divinatory Impact. So that's nice. You're taking a lot of damage. Yeah, that's rough. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, that was a smart gamble. Cool. And the other Divinatory Impact was deleted, so yeah. Pretty good playing. Pretty solid gamering, as they say in the gamering biz. And you do just die. Okay, cool. Love to see it. Love a good murder. Yellow die Gamba, yeah. I should have taken Roll of the Wolf. I didn't think about how funny it could be to just counter the Divinatory Impact Gaming. Are you Divinatory Impact Gaming? You sure are. That's fine. You're gonna need to take it, unfortunately, and you don't really have anything that can clash that, like, well at all. I mean, I could technically Infinite Dice it, right? I don't think I actively want to. I could, like, try spearing this, though, right? Don't really want Gabber taking a lot of damage. Let me just try preventing you from taking too much damage from other sources. Let's start with the low speed dice, yeah. Usually a solid move. You can go for that flash check. Not gonna be great, but that's fine. We'll just pair it with like a leap. Something weak to leap. That sure, cool. That'll work. Discipline. Then we can just pop it blockade, like the unyielding strike. Sure, that'll work well enough. I'll let you take that. I don't know. I should probably just counter the god speed. Yeah, ignore that. A little bit of that. Gotta just, yeah, this isn't a great move, but it works. And then you're just gonna need to tank that to the best of your ability, which isn't gonna be very great. I'll just graze the grass for the defensive dice, though. It'll help. Oof, not a lot of damage. That's fine. That's staggered, so that's good. Didn't quite kill, darn. That was decent, though, right? You know, we tried. I feel like I really haven't been using counter dice, like, to my advantage, like, much at all this playthrough. Just really haven't been super countery. That'll change, of course, because I've got, you know, Blockma gaming now, but, yeah. You keep me alive, you need to see the mass. We'll see if we can get enough charge for the mass. Rattle Waltz actually wasn't the best choice, so that's fine. We'll live. Yeah, we're not going to get enough charge. I mean, we'll try it next turn, right? What do you have? Actually, you don't have anything for gaining charge. Never mind, we won't be able to try it next turn. Okay. Well, you know... yeah. You can manifest the ego, that's pretty awesome. This actually could demolish one of the... No, it couldn't, darn. It would get ratioed by Divinatory Impact, because the second dice would get eaten. Yeah, okay. Wouldn't actually be awesome there, then. That's fine. Focus Spirit, one of these. I have to Focus Spirit like a Celestial Spear. I think I was talking about doing that earlier, because it's just a solid enough choice. Could have picked Red for Clutch Ego. I could. Yeah, Mio is going for a lot of stuff at once, and is definitely softening for it a little bit. Just a tad. You don't have anything else you can do, yeah, that's fine. You can Emotional Turbulence that, I guess, and then just Unk. As they say. You can't clash anything what's okay. Not exactly a great turn here. We're kind of taking a lot of one-sideds, but, like, it doesn't exactly seem like there's too many options for the most part. That's fine. Okay, nice. This should stagger. Cool, yeah. We're doing fine. Counter Dice Gaming. We also had the Evade. We didn't get to use it, but it would have been funny. Andrew's taking some damage. Yeah, that's fine. Do some solid damage. Just deep cut when you increase its skill grants 4 haste, yeah. Nothing compared to, you know, Shidon's, you know, 7 haste skill 2. I feel like it's one of those things I mention a lot, but that's just because it's really stupid. Okay, we're gonna have you gain charge with your shenanigans. See how that goes, alright. Then potentially Feral Knives next turn. Actually, if we do this, we're not gonna have light, are we? I know how this works. Let's see, we only need 4 light, right? So Graze the Grass wouldn't be enough, but a Quick Suppression would be, so what? We Quick Suppression Multi-Slash, and that should be fine. Like, get a kill there. Multi-Slash there, sure. We'll just clash you a little bit. I just want to see it in action, because otherwise I'm never ever going to see it in action, right? You can't do anything. You can just counter that. You'll be fine. It's Red Mist. We don't kill them all, do we? Didn't think about that part. I don't think we do, though. We are doing a lot of damage, but I don't think they're all dead. So we should be able to Mio gaming. And we get some of this from that. How cool. Not really a great time to... Okay, that's fine. We can get Mimicry, because it's funny. And we can Feral Knives now. First time anyone's ever used Feral Knives. How cool is that? It's just another grinder, Mark 5.2. Cool. Not like that's like that shocking. Kind of hoping for like some sound effects or something. Might have just been the game bugging out though. But you know, yeah, you did your best. Next, funny. So you play the stabbing sound effect a lot at the end. It probably does. I've noticed my sound effects have been like bugged. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like it's happened for some things too. Like I've tried using like smile and like it doesn't play the sound effect. I feel like my ego sound effects are just bugged. Maybe it's like because my sound settings they are kind of low. You might be like, yeah, what do you mean 3 master volume setting? But like the truth is like. The volume setting in this game is so broken that like this does barely anything. See, what are we gaming against? Anything scary? I guess we do on the Unyielding Strike. Yeah, sure. Do a little bit of that. Get some page draw gaming going first and foremost, though. I think. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of that. A little bit of focus spiriting on, was there a Celestial Spirit? There is. Okay, cool. That's what you're doing here. Excellent. You might just die. If so, it's C'est la vie, right? Oh well, that's that. This is this. So on and so forth. Now, we'll let you live for your mass attack shenanigans at least, right? I'm thinking a lot about every single one of these moves. Ignore the fact that like my brain's been like entirely off like this entire time. I'm thinking a lot. Arctic is sort of mirrored focus weird. I guess that is true, huh? Yeah. I see the vibe. The Gabur 3 where they're just yeah. Pretty common opinion, because Gabur 3 has like the cool like chorus parts and stuff, yeah. Like that's awesome. And then like Red Mist really just sounds like Gabur 1 or like /2 to me, right? I've never, you know, I don't particularly care for it, right? And that's pretty common opinion. You're being countered, that's fine. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. So on and so forth. She's rips that guitar, she sure does. Some divinatory impacts going on here and there. That's fine. It happens. It happens. We can handle them, though. It's really hard to see anything that's going on whatsoever, but, you know, that's fine. It's intended. It's the intended experience is to see absolutely nothing. And we just clash, like, a bunch of things, and then, like, we're set. Cool. Oh god, I didn't even notice I was hitting a divinatory impact with that. Yeah. Yeah. Should have probably paid attention that divinatory impact wasn't being hit by either of those, but that's fine. The enemies gain strength next turn, we'll be fine. Dipsy a moment. Ruin a true experience, just spam mass text and have no idea what's actually targeting what. Goodbye. As they say in the goodbye biz. Hello or goodbye, why choose? They're both wholesome. What was that level? Cool, spear then. Spear that. Sure, no. I wanted to clash you. Oh, that's fine. We can just do it like this instead. Level slash that. Spear. Spear that, I guess, right? Yeah, cool. And then clash like a bunch of random things. Actually, just full on just like kill this bottom left one. We don't need their books at all, so I mean, we can just kill them. Just kill people. Like, it's good life advice. Like, you see someone, just kill them. What are you doing? Just kill them. It's that easy. So I'm gonna go for a reasonable amount of attacks on this bottom left person. No, this is what I call a solid. This is what I call a goodbye. Okay, we didn't hit the poke spear. That's fine. You know. Goodbye. This one Hana grunt is owning the red mist. That's some Germa advice. You gotta channel the Germa sometimes. Well, it's not like an option, right? Sometimes you just must channel the Germa. You don't have a choice. It just like seeps out sometimes, right? Classic Germa. There we go, they're dead. Okay. Did we go a little bit hard on that one person? Yeah. What about it? Ooh, Divinatory Impact. You know, let's let you get a kill. Why not? Let's be wholesome like that. This Germa's like the prescript, yeah. Will of the Germa. Enjoy your murder. Enjoy your emotion level. Wasn't even like full emotion, yeah. I'm just gonna kill him, honestly. Kill. Farm motion pointer throwing. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should just stop going for it, you know, if I wanted to be smart. Herald's emotion level 4, you know, Herald's like ready to be, you know, harvested, I want to say. Sure, send that. Okay, but we can Feral Knives now if we wanted to. Maybe we can't. Okay, we can, but you are 5 HP, so like, if we want to do it, we gotta do it fast. And I mean fast. Oh, you just bleed to death, actually. Okay, cool. Sure, you're gonna like a try attack and Gabur and stuff, but you're gonna throw in the process, so like, who cares? Alright, I forgot about the counter dice. You don't even get to bleed to death. When that Zelly hits, this has been 8 crazy nights. Really has. There we go, we got our Heralds, we got our Marinades. Of course, that thought I'd see him in person, but my expectation was off. Is there someone you know among them? I was thinking I might have to face an old friend of mine. Good thing I didn't. By the way, it looks like the situation out there is worse than I imagined. Even the Hana system making a big deal. Gonna pray you get the key pages. Like, the good thing, though, is, like, you don't actually need to hold on to their books after you do Olivier, right? Because, like, after that point, like, you don't need to hold on to books after that point, just at all, right? So we do Olivier, then we can just burn all of them. Could the city be breaking down? Oh. I'm pretty sure, like, you don't even need their books for Hakama realization either. I know you don't for Bean, I'm pretty sure you don't for Hakama. You just need generic Hana. No, I don't think you have to worry about that. City carries on somehow. As long as head stands, the city's nature won't change. What does the head do, exactly? Shroud and layers of secrecy, so no one knows in detail. I won't burn, like, every book after Olivier. I could, but, like, I'd like to refight things if need be. I've done every fight, like, 2 times, like, basically as, like, a basis, so, like... I shouldn't need any to refight anything, but I might, if I ever need more of something. I guess I won't really have the opportunity to, but, like, it's funny. A Corp, the wing directly run by the head, does stuff like managing patents, minting, and authorizing wings on the surface. I like the minting mention. Like, I don't think they've ever. I think it's the only time they actually talk about, like, yeah, A Corp really is just like they're the ones in control of the currency. They're the ones who print on. Pretty incredible. Their main job is, yeah, they manage the wings. They manage the entire city. You better believe they print the money. What is minting? Producing money. They're the ones who, like, produce the currency of the city, which is called On. AHN. It's in control of all the important factors to make the city breathe, basically. Yeah, patents, money, and corporations. That's the 3 most important things in the city, so I guess it checks out all the important factors. And they seek out anyone planning to overthrow the city and uproot them. That makes the head one of the wings, at least ostensibly. The head, the eye, and the claw directly manage and run A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp, respectively. And murder. Murder's part of money in corporations, usually. It's kind of, like, included in there. And patents, probably. A lot of patents that just things that kill people. Murder's kind of part of all those things. It's like a subcategory. Through arbiters and claws? Huh, how do you know about that? The researchers say the red mist used to be parted fell because of the head. Like, Roland, there is an arbiter in the library. What do you mean, how do you know about that? Like, how daft do you think she is? A head, the claw, and the other one in the same as ABC are the different things. Yeah, head is A Corp, eye is B Corp, and claw is C Corp. They are, like, one and the same as those 3. A, B, and C Corp probably some of the worst place to live in the city. Maybe. They could also be, like, the best, right? I don't know. Relatively. Like, all the corps are really bad to live in, right? I can't imagine, like, the head being, like, that much different from, like, any other nest, honestly. I don't know. We'll see as we move around the city. To protect her colleague, Callie killed the Arbiter in the claws before succumbing to injuries herself. I can only guess that she fought with all her strength to save those behind her to the last breath, and I suppose that is something that could never be replicated. What are the head and A-Corp different things? Like, the head just runs A-Corp? Well, head itself is A-Corp to a degree. There's probably parts of A-Corp that aren't, like, directly, like, considered... I mean... The head is the CEO of A-Corp. I mean... Well, yeah, and it is A-Corp by that logic, right? Like, I'm sure there's, like, a bit that isn't overlap, but, like, yeah, the head's the one that controls A-Corp. It's like a... And I'm thinking of it kind of similar to, like, how, like, N-Corp has, like, the New League. Being, like, New League being, like, the big, like, higher-up people at N-Corp, but, like... Of course, like, the lowers aren't part of it directly, but they're still, like, working directly for it. I don't know. I think it's a semantics thing whether or not the head is A-Corp's exactly, because, yeah, the head is A-Corp. There's going to be some overlap, some that doesn't overlap. Something like that. I can kind of picture how that would have looked. Head's the exact middle of the city. Yeah, from what we've seen, it looks like it is. Well, going back to where I was, when the head determines something to be impurity of the city, they send arbiters, beholders, and claws to try and get rid of it. Impurity in lowercase, because he's just coincidentally managed to use the correct word. Was there research in impurity to the city? Something about that story doesn't sit well with me, though. I heard it from Hod and asked her the same question. An arbiter paid a visit to a small laboratory in the outskirts. Not even inside the city, that's the part I don't get. We get to ABC Corp and just normal Korea, I'm gonna eat a 75% sawdust Rice Krispie treat. It could be. I mean, a lot of parts of the city are definitely based on, like, various locales. And, like, a decent part of, like, the back streets in, like, city, the parts of the nests and stuff is just based on, like, the urban sprawl of Korea, right? I want to say you're a bit of a transhumanist because of this game. That'd be odd. I'm not sure. It's a little bit odd, but, like, there's probably, reasons. Cities like IRL Korea. Well, I mean, there's been, let's see. I think you guys seem to not know the inside lore about the city. I found the image. Yeah, take a look at that. That's right, the city is France. Game theory, I know, you know. They got to get into this. Built the exact same, like the spiral formation. Just look at it. Like the same, like, sort of like spiral formation thingy, right? Like, you know, you got like the ooh, you know, like the snail shell, and then like Paris, you've also got that spiral formation. You know, they're basically like the same. They're basically like the same place. This is, you know, like some high level theory stuff. Early on, some foreign folk thought the city was on the moon. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a potential theory. I feel like I hear frequent theories that like Z Corp is on the moon or something. And like honestly, who knows? I don't know how much like the moon is like directly mentioned. Like we don't know if the moon is normal or not. I don't think people have really talked too much in depth over how normal the moon is. 'Cause like, we've seen the moon obviously. But like I don't know if they've really talked about like the moon to such a degree. I guess like what BL Faust update story might mention the moon or something, but I think it sounds normal enough. Who knows? As the other librarians likely have said to you, she is telling you the truth, though I don't know the reason either. Is the head staying quiet at the moment because they deemed the current state of the city to be acceptable? I guess. It's not like we've had a visitor from the head. Not yet. In time. The head coming to the library. I'm curious how it will turn out. Sure, you'll want to draw as much attention as possible if you want to live long. Okay, cool. I'll burn, like, I guess I'll burn another 20 Hana Association books just for the fun of it, first and foremost. I'll burn 3 each of Hard and Mirai. Mirane, not Mirai, god. I mix that up a lot, mostly, like, internally, but I, like, hesitate for a moment before I say Mirai or Mirane, because, like, they're very similar in, like, names. It's just, like, just 2 letters off. Let's see, we'll burn both of those, see what we get. If you get both the key pages, would be cool. If not, we'll just do Olivier and then see again. We got Harold, okay, cool. Our odds of getting Mirana after one more book is like, it looks like it's like a 50-50 or something, maybe? Yeah, I might need to redo that fight, that's fine. I'll do it if need be. We've got bigger fish to fry, though. Purple tear. I have done as you instructed me. All that's left is to settle this my way. Greetings, dear The purple tear was right. You are nearly indistinguishable from a human now. At the same time, the power of the library which protects you has gotten weaker. What is the meaning of this? You should be more careful when your body is made of flesh rather than metal. Do you think Mika's dad would have won against the claw if he had prep time? Depends on how much prep time, right? You know, maybe a couple million years, then he'd have like a 20% success chance. Something like that, maybe? I guess he'd be dead by that point, though, most likely. I don't know. I mean, with enough prep time, anyone can win any fight, theoretically. I guess with enough, not necessarily because they might just die at that point, but you know what I mean. But it seems you can't die from having your head chopped off yet. Suppose I can't. I was wondering what you were up to. Like, he just straight up chops off Angela's head here. There's still an abundance of options that don't involve killing. What? A workshop craft assassination to have T Corp singularity applied to it, bought just for you. Oh, how nice. You may have power, but you're certainly gullible. That's what happens when you accept handshakes from those who oppose you without having a hint of doubt. First it paralyzes the target, and when you press that button, it activates for a single second. It's a single-use device with surefire effects. The device overloads the human brain, causing their mind to experience 1,000 years of time passing by. Like, do we think like these two have like used this before? Like, you never know. It's possible. Don't get why she doesn't notice that for the entire fight. I mean, as far as Angela knows, like, maybe whenever you get a handshake, you have a weird feeling in your hand for a while. Like, she really isn't super knowledgeable on, like, normal human interactions. And we're not exactly sure, like, how it was applied, right? Like, we don't know if it was, like, a physical bug or something, or if it was just, like, a weird, like, if it was, like, unfeelable, right? Which is more than enough to ruin the average person's brain. Just like the warp trains, huh? Olivier? You went to the lamps of the world to join the Hana Association, and now you resort to that extravagant little gadget of doing. Roll a new Library Assassin towards text, yeah. Who knows how many of these he used during his, like, Furioso, right? Like, he probably just killed him straight off, but if he was feeling really mad, maybe he sent someone through 1,000 years of, like, torment before killing them. You never know. It definitely was a pretty dark time for him. Did you blow your entire fortune on this thing or what? And you spoke too much. It's been a while, Roland. I was waiting for you to show up. So you've been guarding this monster mimicking a human all along? Whoa, now, she's no monster, you know. She's my responsible boss and a good friend. Angela, I'll deal with this fellow on my own, so please back off for a bit. Thanks. You don't need my help? I have to take care of this matter on my own. It's between him and I, so you don't have to worry. Alright. You can call me anytime if you need assistance. Assistance! If you need existence, yes. If you need to start existing at any time, just let me know. Roland, is this what your big plan was all about? Is this really worth it? What you're doing isn't any different from all the tragedies we've seen and gone through. You've been perpetuating in the library with that machine. I won't expect you to understand me. Take these. The gloves of the Black Silence. And let's say we've evened the score now. Thanks, as always. I missed the feeling of these. With this, I got all the help I could ask of you. I'm partially responsible for what happened to you, which led you here. You have no idea the mess I had to clean up after you went missing. Neither of us had parents or any real family, so you probably thought no one would be concerned about you. Wait, do you go back? Doesn't he know he's gonna die? He doesn't want to kill his, like, friend in, like, an unfair duel. Like, these two have been besties for, like, a long time. If they're gonna if they have to kill each other, they might as well, like, you know, go all out. Wouldn't feel good to kill your friend, you know, in an unfair duel. And you were wrong. I was actually pretty worried for you, unlike some others in Charles' office. A bunch of thoughts came to my mind when you left after making a lengthy ramble. Not long after that, I heard news that a person who appeared to be the Black Science was on a crazed rampage across the city. Said he was slaughtering syndicates that were doing suspicious experiments left and right. He was really gonna unfairly kill Angela? Well, yeah, you think he's gonna kill some, like... He's gladly gonna kill some, like, non-human he's never met before. Like, without, like, a fair fight. But, like, these guys have been friends for years. Like, they partnered together since they were, like, you know, rookie fixers. They've been together for, like, a long time, dealing with, you know, the secrets of the Demiglaze sauce, that sort of thing. Olivier doesn't care for Angela at all, and also, you know, he doesn't see her as anything more than a machine that needs to be taken care of, right? His wave of destruction didn't discriminate. Even fingers and fixed offices were caught in its wake. I almost had to question myself for a moment when I heard that you crushed a good half of the middle in the south. Yeah, shame you didn't also crush Ricardo. Would have made stuff a lot easier for us in Limbus. It was as if you were venting out all of your frustrations and resentment on the city. And if that were the case, I thought you might keep going and demolish the city itself out of sheer anger and madness. Come on, you're blowing things out of proportion again. Anyone would have thought the same thing if they had looked into your eyes behind that dark mask at the time. Thanks for worrying, man. I was concerned you might have died an unfortunate death somewhere out there. This was a long time ago, but you wouldn't have survived if I hadn't gone to where you were after you contacted me back then. Yeah. When he headed up to District 25, and the pianist hit while he was gone. Hello, Gregor. What are you up to? He's standing on my chair staring into my eyes. Hi, buddy. You need some attention. You need some affection. Yeah. I appreciate you coming over to help me along that short call that day. Sorry about what happened next. Never mind it. I only rushed to save because I might as my raging. I'm sorry for all the trouble. How are the others doing anyways? Like Oge or Astolfo? Joining, wing, exploring the ruins, they found their ways to make a living for themselves. We just aren't how we used to be. We've grown too distant. I see. Say, remember when the two of us handled an urban nightmare case for the first time? What was that case called? The Secret of the Demiglaze Sauce, which occurred in the backstreets of District 16. Yeah, that. We were just about done with it, and then your arm almost got caught in a blender at the last moment. Though thanks to me, you saved yourself the need to get a new arm. That was one thrilling job. This guy is such a liar. Huh. Let's set the record straight. None of that would have happened if you hadn't tried to take a sip of the sauce out of the ladle to see how great its taste must be to cause an incident. So we never got an Astolfo reception. Yeah. He's gonna be out there somewhere at some point. You know, flashback to, you know, the Project Moon, you know, 2020... I mean, it was 2022? What was it? Whenever it was that, you know, they answered a bunch of Q&A questions. And they just, in big text, said, Charles' office will return. Come on, man. Can't you let me come out on top for once? Those were the days still. We have to worry about too many things and just stuck to the matters at hand. Yeah, but you know we can't go back to those times anymore, Roland. You swallowed your anger and sadness to work with that machine, so I don't doubt you've prepared yourself for a lot of things. I know. Both of us have gone too far down our roads. It was nice talking to you after a long while, though, Olivier. I'm only doing my job as a fixer of the Hana Association now. Don't get the most like a patrol office to resurface. I don't know. Like, it's possible because, like, Don Quixote itself does mention Song of Roland a little bit. Don't know if PM's gonna pull out that card just yet. Especially because there's a lot of other things they could do with Dawn's Canto. Like, there's a lot more to her, like, entire thing than just, like, famous fixers. What did you start at 10, then 11? What do you mean? To retrieve the books of my colleagues and dispatch threats. That's that, and this is this. Isn't that right? Right, you are. That's that. And this is this. Let us begin. Right, funny fight time. I like this fight. There are gonna be a lot of blood fiends next canto. Yeah. Some important like Barbara stuff. They start an hour early. That's all. I think I sent in Discord a little bit back, but that's the normal starting time from now on. It varied a little bit. It was different last stream because I was late a little bit because I was busy with something. But, like, in general, that's going to be, like, the usual starting time. Because that was the usual starting time, you know, in the past, right? Over the summer, I just pushed it an hour, you know, later. And now I've moved it an hour back. Maybe some people Charles went into blood fiend hunting. It's possible. I'm still of the opinion that, you know, Vermilion Cross was a blood fiend hunter. I think that would make a lot of sense logically. Okay, we can't clash both these this first turn. That is awful. What do we do here? What's the best play? Immediate Durandal. Kind of early for a good Durandal gaming. Maybe I mean, probably just, like, mook this, and then we're getting one-sided brace up. I'll just throw in the Durandal, yeah. Riming Blood Hunter would be really funny. Yeah, I think it would make sense. I also like the idea of Blood Fiend Hunters being burn-focused. Because it would make sense, you know, counteract, you know, the bleed shenanigans. But also, I really think Rupture is a fair thing to be focused on Don Canto. But, like, Burn's definitely needed some changes. What are you doing, Gregor? Why are you licking your bed? Gregor, there's nothing in there. What are you doing? Now he's looking at me guilty as if he thinks he's done something bad. You're just licking your bed. It's just weird. Don't look at me like that. Let's see, what do we want here? I think Urging is really nice. I think I should take Urging. Speed is a huge change. Of the news Vanity is statusless? I hope so too. It might be Rupture though, like on... I'm kind of expecting it to be random Rupture. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like it to be statusless though, that'd be fun. I can wheels that and then just like... What's going on here? I can old boys that, sure. Looks good. Seems like a solid enough play. Cool. Alright, nice. As long as you maintain decent on the emotion level side of things, we should be pretty good. I mean, I'll just take Pale Hands, yeah. Sure thing. Belligerent countered. Unyielding strike. Nothing too scary here. I could just, like... Alice Crystal Atelier, something like that. Probably a decent play. Sure. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Olivia gives the opponent extra HP. Yeah. Isn't singing also effective against blood fiends? Yeah. I mean, it can be. That's for sure, but I do not think you're getting more sinking. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Double frame counter is good, right? I don't think I've ever actually used it. It's probably decent. I don't have anything really great for Celestial Sweet or Augury Kick right now. Might just need to cut my losses. And I mean, I've got a wheels. I can wheels one of them, probably Augury Kick, because I don't want to be tank. I'll take some damage from Celestial Spear, that's fine. And I won't be able to Furioso next turn, but like it's not like it's the biggest rush to Furioso usually, right? Like we just like Atelier this, we... What do we do here? Zelkova probably? Yeah, sure. That's good. And we'll rank it next turn, and then we'll be able to Furioso the turn after that, yeah. I didn't think that through. Okay. That was my bad. Whoopsies. I was weak to Wrath and Gloom, yeah. It's tempting. I'll take Learning, and I just won't use it. It means my page, like, my hand is lowered, but that's fine. Impugnatio, yeah. I could learn that. This is actively bad for me, though, isn't it? Because I don't have the strength. Yeah. Do not think that would go very well for me. Yeah, you'd really like to have Furioso at this point. Blood Weakness, Fire Depression, Don Quixote. Yeah, Blood Fiends, I mean, as far as we know, Blood Fiends are, like... They're not weak to water as much as they're afraid of water. The entire water, like, thing for Blood Fiends is weird, because Dawn was pretty fine the entirety of Kanto 5, right? Like, I don't know. I can move the Augury Kick, yeah, sure. I think I just Durandal this and hope for the best. It's not going to go very well if I do that, though. Yeah. Was it running water, like rivers? It isn't specified. Vampires are weak to running water. Blood Fiends themselves have, like, a genuine fear of water, it seems, right? Like, there's something mentioned in, like, the Lob Corp post. There's, like, a Lob Corp post about Nosferatu, you know, from, like, their Tumblebug or something like that. And it mentions, like, the Blood Fiends have a physical, like, unwillingness to drink water. Like, they act genuinely afraid of it. Now, that's not, like, stuff, like, that wasn't actually incorporated in Lob Corp, so, like, you can't really treat it as, like, canon, but, like... Blood Fiends are not one-to-one for classic vampires, right? There's some differences and stuff. So I don't know. I could just gamble. Actually, you know, let's just gamble this. I want the Durandal. It might work. It's probably not going to work, yeah. Yeah. Taking a lot of damage, that's fine. I expected it. Didn't have Furioso. Okay, Mook didn't deal with that. That kind of means next turn's going to be a little bit rough for us. We can Furioso next turn, though, and we can probably just stagger you next turn, hopefully. You're immune to... Are you immune to mobilization? Yeah. That's what I thought. I know it... Okay, I couldn't remember if he did. The only reason inflicted was 6 bind. I mean, that's nice, too, though, right? Because Ice Splinters does nothing. Yeah, I'll take it. Immobilize does nothing, but, that part's at least nice. Yeah, now we can Furioso. We can Furioso the Impugnatio. Yeah, cool. And then, I mean, I'll like, throw out the Wheels Industry. I'll throw out the Alice, I guess, right? Just for the sake of it, you know? God, so raw. Oh, okay. That was a bit scary. Okay, we did get braced up. That's fine. No, okay. You know... This isn't good, per se. We can't do anything! No! No, we're getting staggered! He doesn't have a lot of light either, but, like, he does stagger us. His light's gonna be awful, though, right? Yeah, he's at 2 light. He's at 3 light. So he's not gonna do too much damage to us, right? So we're fine. Doesn't Lydia fight go this bad? It's just kind of my luck, really, I want to say. I don't think I, like, played, like, awful or anything, right? I probably want to Mook here, I think, right? That's the best play, I want to say. Get some light back. Do some damage, get the stagger. Okay, yeah, nice. And a decent stagger, because, you know, when you stagger, you get light. Let's say it here. No, it doesn't. But you get light whenever you stagger an enemy, right? So we're chilling. A little bit of Old Boys, a little bit of Ranga, and then a little bit of Atelier Logic just to finish the job. Fierce is such a funny card. You can smash bros and then just like 40 damage. Yeah. Resistance can make the difference sometimes. There we go. Thanks for everything. And victory! So on and so forth. One of those with a court based on Brazil. I don't know. Like, the entire thing with, like, Brazil is, like, the fact that, like, there's only 13 languages that are really getting major focus. Like, 13, like, I guess, like, cultures. There's some other cultures that aren't associated, like, by the languages or sinners, you know. Stuff like how, you know, Ujat is, like, Egyptian, when, you know, as far as we know, Egyptian doesn't exist in the city, or at least not as a language, but it exists in some remnants. I don't know if we'd get anything major on something like Brazil, unfortunately. Like, might see, like, some Brazilian, like, faction or something, but, like, I don't think anything like a corp or a... Because they don't have an association, right? So I don't know. So you were the Black Silence, and not just any grade 1 fixer. You managed to hide that from me for so long. That's, well... a case of missing the right moment to confess it, I guess. Yeah, Spain's getting representation, but it's kind of, yeah, Brazil won't get like a major focus. They might get something here or there, right? We don't know for sure because there's the 13 languages that are like still existing like to a high degree, right? Stuff like Egyptian still exists to like some degree because not as like a major language, but like there's still like fragments of it. It's like a archaic, you know, language, right? Maybe the game can do turbines. I'll do modded stuff at some point. Maybe not like immediately after. I might wait a bit. Might do like modded Lob Corp first, but just something like that. I completely concealed my identity behind this mask back when I worked as a fixer. A tiny bit of personal info being leaked can come back to bite you in the ankle. It's a lesson my grand taught me. If you have any more secrets you're keeping from me, you best find them well hidden. I'm sick of being betrayed. I'll make anyone who tries to do so pay the price. Price of silence. Although, you saved me this time, so I'll forgive it. I might have suffered serious damage if I was forced to endure 1,000 years in my current state. Just doing my job, ma'am. And you just lost your friend. Are you feeling okay? That's that. And this is this. There we go, everyone's keeping it. Change the Black Silence. Okay. I was like, wait a second, did I give him a title? I sure did. So, fun fact, you give Roland a title before Black Silence reception, and you can't change it afterwards. We physically cannot get rid of the Angela's Assassin, name now. It's locked permanently. For the rest of the time, this is Angela's Assassin Roland. Yeah. You got some people with funny texts. Bonafide Gambler. And some people, the Deadly Brawler, Tiferet, Space Gambler, Streets of Flavor Addict, Purple Brawler, Redgate. In their mod fix it, there probably is, but... Same with battle symbols. You can change his battle symbols. Oh, but you can't, they're not like, they don't show up appearance-wise, but like, that was true, like... Yeah, like, that can't be changed or anything, right? That's just how it is. Like, you had Pitch Black Pulverizer, but, you know, obviously you can't see it. So it goes. Well, book burning time. We've got a bunch of Oliviers. I think you can safely burn every Olivia. I don't think there's ever a reason why you need to keep one. I like to for, you know, the sake of it. Like, we got everything we need, right? We only got one in Pugnacia, so if we want to do more stuff, you know, that's fine. When we get the double edge encounter, which is a really cool card art. Don't think I've ever actually used it. It might be decent, maybe? I mean, like, all things considered, like, if you win, you know, the first two clashes, it's like it's a 7-10, 6-11, 5-11. Without any additional effects beyond that, though, right? And that's assuming you win the clash for the first two, so I don't know. It might be decent. Nothing, like, extremely exceptional. I'd kind of rather, like, something like, I don't know, something else. There we go. Roland is drifted. He's ready. We can make sure he's ready for the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a decent like 3 cost, of course, but like it's like kind of like on par with a lot of other similar pages, right? It's got good. I guess it's got pretty good rules, like all things considered, but like it lacks, you know, like the draw random benefits leave from something like repressed flesh and the counter dice. It lacking a counter dice definitely hurts compared to a lot of its like comparison stuff, right? I don't know. Not that I use the counter dice very well in general. I'm sure it's good. I might just call it there though. I was gonna do, you know, Blue Star or something. I might save that for next time or something, or maybe 2 times ago. Next stream, Saturday, we are going to be doing Being a Realization. As you can imagine, this might go interestingly. I'll probably move some pages around for the sake of this, and this will probably be like Olivier, Purple Tear, Nikolai, Eugen or something, probably. That's what I did the first time I cleared this, I think. Might just do that because it's iconic. But yeah, this, Realization can be tough. It's one of the tougher ones, that's sure. One of the tougher fights in the game, relatively. But it's still not always the biggest deal. It might be fairly simple. I might be overplaying it. Is GBF stack empty? Yeah. I just haven't built this page because I wasn't planning on using Pina, right? Same with, you know, Purple Tier. I haven't built Yon or Purple Tier yet because I haven't actively used them. I will build them, though. Before it becomes time for, you know, the funny. Okay, next time in Ruina, Bird. Scary as that is. We'll have to see just how that's going to end up going, right? It could go a lot of potential ways. Hopefully easy enough. You don't think it's hard, but it's kind of boring? Yeah. It can be rough if you're running, like, bad stuff. So I'm just going to run good stuff and not have to worry about it as much. But yeah, that will be all for this stream. Enjoy your, you know, Limbus update. Enjoy your, polls and stuff like that, since that's coming out in an hour. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.